deified, detested, tremendous, terrible, loved, loathed, hero, villain. These are the extremes of Diego Armando Maradona. The extremes of emotions that his name evokes in you, the reader, the football fan whom Maradona cheated, but also did unimaginably brilliant things for. The extremes of footballing morality he tussled with both on and off the pitch. The extremes of the highs and lows of the life of a working-class Argentine. Thrust into the limelight too soon with the weight of the world on his shoulders too early, expected to take a country into an orgiastic future. It was a heavy weight to be so famous. Diego Maradona's sister. It's the aforementioned that made Maradona what he was, is, will always be, a deified hero, the greatest footballer of all time, a detested villain, the cheat who bastardies the sport which gave him everything. And all of this, all of Maradona's moral complexities, Maradona's tremendous footballing artistry, the terrible cheating, the absolute everything of Diego Maradona, can be found in 5 short minutes of a June 22nd, 1986 World Cup quarter-final game between England and Argentina. You know the game. During these 5 short minutes, between the 50th and 55th of the game, Maradona scored the 2 most significant goals in the history of the sport. Goals which came to define Maradona the hero and Maradona the villain. The short increment of time itself played out like your classic redemption movie. Think the Marlon Brando classic On the Waterfront, in which Brando's character, Terry Malloy, begins the film as an amoral bum, cheating his way through life in the Docklands, and ends it as a redeemed hero who fought against the crooked mob-run workers' unions to uplift his fellow man. Think that arc, but condensed down from 147 minutes to 5. And think football, not Dockland workers' rights too, obviously. As in those 5 minutes, Maradona went from footballing cheat, one who'd conned the fans and his fellow professionals, to a redeemed hero who uplifted the sport to new, previously unthinkable heights. Like Terry Malloy in On the Waterfront, at first, Maradona was the villain. In the 51st minute of the game in Estadio Azteca, El Diego cheated football and its fans by committing a cardinal sin of football. The later named Hand of God by the Argentine himself. In jest, Maradona leaped with Peter Shilton and, knowing he wouldn't connect with the ball any other way, punched the ball over the England number 1 and into the back of the net, breaking the most obvious black and white rule of the sport. In doing so, yes, Maradona had given his nation a 1-0 lead, but he'd also thrown away his morality, his dignity, and any ounce of respect people had for him, essentially tarnishing the beautiful game. I always say he's the greatest player in history, but I don't respect him as a sportsman, and I never will. Peter Shilton. Just as Terry Malloy did in the 147 minutes of On the Waterfront, though, when he righted his wrongs of not snitching on mob leaders controlling the Docklands for killing his friend Joey. In just 5 minutes, Diego Armando Maradona would right the wrongs of his footballing sin. And he'd do so by scoring the single greatest goal of all time. In the 55th minute, Maradona went from being irrefutably loathed, a footballer who had stolen a goal like a pickpocket and broken fans' trust in the sport and its athletes, to being irrefutably loved for giving fans the gift of the impossible, giving the world the most astonishing 12 seconds in footballing history. Honestly, I could try and describe every feint, every shimmy, every infinitesimal detail of this goal, but no matter what I write, it would pale in comparison to Victor Hugo Morales' commentary of the goal.
Ahí lo tiene Maradona, lo marca dos, pisa la pelota Maradona, arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial, y es el tercer gol de Maradona, saca siempre Maradona, genio, 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 ta, 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 ta. Maradona,
So instead, here is that in full. Maradona has the ball. To mark him. Maradona touches the ball. The genius of world soccer dashes to the right, leaves the third, is going to pass to Burruchaga. It's still Maradona. Genius. 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 Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And God. Guia ale. I want to cry. Dear God. Long live soccer. Die goal. Maradona. It's enough to make you cry. Forgive me. Maradona, in an unforgettable run, the play of all time. Cosmic Kite. What planet are you from? To leave in your wake so many Englishmen? So that the whole country is a clenched fist shouting for Argentina? Argentina 2, England 0. Die goal, Diego Armando Maradona. Thank you, God, for soccer. For Maradona. For these tears. For this. In that bone-dry Azteca pitch, in front of 114,580 spectators, in the sport's biggest and most prestigious competition, and in just 5 minutes, Maradona manifested himself. He manifested the deified Maradona, the detested Maradona, the tremendous Maradona, the terrible Maradona, the loved Maradona, the loathed Maradona, the hero, the villain, the Diego Armando Maradona.